Welcome to Ohthatsnikee. Do you know God's voice? When you're listening for Him, are you expecting to hear a voice like Morgan Freeman or an authoritative voice like Mufasa? I often ponder why God's voice is portrayed as a big, loud voice in movies. It's misleading and could be a bit scary for those who don't really know Him. It just really shows that you have to know God for yourself. I had a busy few days one week. I had a hard time sleeping, so I was beyond tired. One Wednesday, I was too tired to cook, so I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Throughout the evening, I kept smelling fire, but I had no idea where the smell was coming from. Once I finally fell asleep, I found myself becoming overheated and needing to get water. But I was so exhausted that I uncovered myself, closed my eyes, and tried to fall back asleep. Once I closed my eyes, a clear picture of the stove appeared. I wear glasses, so I knew something was up when I could see it, and it wasn't blurry. It was almost like I was lifted to the stove. When I noticed, the burner had a pot on it, and the knob was turned to low. I swiftly turned the knob off to the off position, and immediately thanked God for His protection. I hadn't cooked anything that day, so that meant that the stove had been on since the day before. That pot could have caught fire and blew my house to pieces. God didn't yell at me or put on this big, deep voice to warn me of what was going on. He held that pot where it was and met me where I was. He knew I was tired, so He spoke to me in a quiet voice through my senses. Smelling the fire, getting overheated, and letting me see the stove without my glasses. It was His way of speaking to me and letting me know that I needed to turn the stove to the off position. Knowing God for yourself is very important. Drowning out the world's distractions and talking to Him daily will not only help you know Him better, but will save your life. Listen, God is speaking. God loves you, and so do